This fear is feared more than death, public speaking. As an introvert, this fear of public speaking is even more acute, as you can imagine. So, I'm the oldest of 4 children, and as it happens, I fit perfectly into the mold of what a firstborn is based on the 5-factor model of personality. I'm open to experiences as long as I'm with people that I know. I get things done, which is why my friends view me as somebody as dependable. I trust people, but they have to earn my trust. In short, I was more introverted when I was younger. However, as I grow up, I've become more extroverted and more confident in who I am. But enough about me. Let's get to the definitions of introvert and extrovert. Introvert is somebody who stereotypically hides behind the second. The introvert is uncomfortable in public speaking, and they're less assertive than extroverts. The extroverts are more eager to take charge in the discussion, and they're more eager to speak in public. So while on paper, it would appear to be preferable to be an extrovert, the decision is not voluntary. Essentially, you are who you are. In fact, statistically, it is known many people would rather die in public than speak in public, as I showed before. So while extroverts appear to be the center of attention, the extrovert perpetually has a target on his or her back. Everyone is always watching the center of attention. Introverts, on the other hand, fade into the background, seldom coming forward to announce his or her presence. Can there be a world of all introverts or all extroverts? Unlikely. According to Carl Jung, there is no such thing as a pure introvert or a pure extrovert. Such a man would be in a lunatic asylum. You need to be some of each. Nor would anything ever get done with all Indians and no chief, but nothing would get done with all chiefs and no Indians. We need a mixture of both character types to function. This interrelationship between introverts and extroverts is essential for communal living and advancement. Leaders and followers together can accomplish much more than a group composed of exclusively leaders or exclusively followers. But what about the individuals? In this world, where great works can be summarized into sentences, such as SparkNotes, or people can be summarized into one page, Facebook, it is not always best to categorize yourself. I'm that athlete. I'm that math genius, that community service activist. I'm a leader. I'm a follower. When we categorize ourselves, we limit ourselves. We place a box around ourselves of what a person like me has to be. But that's exactly what's wrong with this system of categorization. There is no one quite like you, and there never will be again. We are who we are, and we need to be the best that we can be. We need to take the qualities of both introverts and extroverts, but at the same time, we need to look independently inward, in solitude. And when the time is right, we need to be proud and confident enough to express these thoughts so that we can spread our ideas and make an impact in the world. It is not enough to be a great orator if your ideas fall flat, or even worse if they're not your own. To mindlessly preach what had already been taught to you. It's not enough. What would the world be like if men like Copernicus and Galileo, men who defied everything they were taught, had never come out in what they believed in? They transformed the world in our eyes. But for every man who possesses the qualities of introversion, extroversion, genius, and outspokenness, I believe there is one person who possessed these great talents and qualities, but didn't come out. They would have earned him a spot on Wikipedia, a spot in the 6th grade history textbooks. But instead, they were too worried and too scared of failure for their words to ever reach the world. So when the debate for introverts and extroverts appears, you can always expect introverts to talk about Gandhi. However, to call Gandhi an introvert is not doing him justice. He was a man who was quiet and showed how you didn't need mass relays and grand speeches, but simple acts to change a nation. But he can't be described as simply introvert, as I said. That would be a narrow category and do him no justice. No person can be described in one word, nor can their actions. They must be witnessed upon and marveled upon years later, because there are no such thing as introverts and extroverts. There are but people and opportunities. The opportunity to be the most well-rounded, best person you can be. Don't be the person who left the most brilliant words ever written hidden in a book because you were too scared to show them and face the chance of failure. Be the person who can change the world and watch as the world changes with you. Thank you.